Some of the greatest talents in the world have never been discovered. What word describes a potential that is hidden, waiting to emerge? Today, we're exploring the word latent. Stay with me. The word is latent. Say it with me. Latent, pronounced tunt. Latent. It is an adjective. Let's explore what this word really means. Latent, present but not yet visible, active or developed, existing in a hidden or dormant state. Now, where does this word come from? From Latin latens, present participle of latere, to lie hidden. Something concealed, not yet revealed. Understanding the roots makes the meaning unforgettable. An adjective for something out of its proper time. Let's see latent used in real sentences. First example, the forensic team found latent fingerprints invisible to the naked eye. Second example, her latent musical talent emerged only after years of formal training. Third example, the region had latent volcanic activity that scientists monitored closely. In each case, latent points to something that doesn't belong in its era. Here is how latent appears in the real world. From Scientific American. The virus can remain latent in nerve cells for decades, reactivating only when the immune system is compromised. Used in biology and medicine to describe dormant states that can become active under the right conditions. This shows how naturally latent fits into everyday commentary. Let's look at words related to latent. Synonyms, words with similar meanings. Dormant, which inactive but capable of becoming active. Hidden, which not visible or known. Concealed, which deliberately or naturally kept from view. And antonyms, words with opposite meanings. Manifest, which clearly apparent or obvious. Active, which currently working or in operation. Overt, which done openly, not secret. Knowing these shades of meaning helps you use latent with precision. Now, how do you make latent stick? Here's a memory trick. Think of late plus nt. Something latent is late to appear. It is hiding, biding its time, and will show up eventually, like a late arrival that was always coming. Visualize that image and latent will stay with you. Before we wrap up, one important thing to watch out for. Latent does not mean absent. A latent talent exists fully. It simply has not emerged yet. Confusing latent with non-existent misses the key idea. The potential is real and present. Keep that distinction in mind the next time you use latent. Time to test yourself. Which is the best use of latent? A. The child showed latent artistic ability that only appeared when she started drawing at age 10. B. The open fire was a latent source of heat in the room. C. The speaker made a latent argument that everyone could clearly follow. Pause the video if you need a moment. Which do you think is correct? The correct answer is A. A is correct. Talent present but not yet emerged. B uses it wrong. The fire is clearly active. C misuses it. An obvious argument is manifest, not latent. You now know the word latent, pronounced lay-tunt. A adjective meaning present but not yet visible, active or developed. Existing. Have you ever felt like a certain worry followed you everywhere? No matter where you went, it was always there? Today we're exploring the word omnipresent. Stay with me. The word is omnipresent. Say it with me. Omnipresent, pronounced om-nih-PREZ-unt. Omnipresent, it is an adjective. Let's explore what this word really means. Omnipresent, present everywhere at the same time, seeming to appear in all places simultaneously. Now, where does this word come from? From Latin omni, all, every, plus presens, present, at hand, literally present in all places. Understanding the roots makes the meaning unforgettable, an adjective for something out of its proper time. Let's see omnipresent used in real sentences. First example, smartphones have become omnipresent in modern life, present in every pocket and on every table. Second example, during the surveillance state, the feeling of being watched was omnipresent. Third example, the company's logo was omnipresent at the sporting event, on every banner and jersey. In each case, omnipresent points to something that doesn't belong in its era. Here is how omnipresent appears in the real world. From the Washington Post. Social media has made celebrity omnipresent. Stars appear on our screens at breakfast, lunch, and midnight without ever leaving their homes. Used to describe the pervasive reach of media, technology, and cultural influence. This shows how naturally omnipresent fits into everyday commentary. Let's look at words related to omnipresent. Synonyms, words with similar meanings. Ubiquitous, which seemingly present everywhere at once. Pervasive, which spreading widely throughout. Universal, which present or applicable everywhere. And antonyms, words with opposite meanings. Absent, which not present in a particular place. Scarce, which found only in small numbers or amounts. Localized, which restricted to a particular area. Knowing these shades of meaning helps you use omnipresent with precision. Now, how do you make omnipresent stick? Here's a memory trick. Omni means all. Omnivore eats all foods. Omnipotent has all power. Omnipresent is present in all places. Once you know omni, the word builds itself. Visualize that image, and omnipresent will stay with you. Before we wrap up, one important thing to watch out for. Omnipresent implies a quality felt everywhere, not just frequent occurrence. Something that happens often is common. Something omnipresent cannot be escaped. It is present even when you are not looking for it. Keep that distinction in mind the next time you use omnipresent. Time to test yourself, which is best described as omnipresent. A, the smell of rain that seems to fill every corner of the outdoors at once. B, a rare bird spotted in 3 countries over 10 years. C, a popular restaurant with locations in 5 cities. Pause the video if you need a moment. Which do you think is correct? The correct answer is A. A is correct. The smell of rain surrounds you completely, present everywhere at once. B is rare, the opposite. C is widespread but not truly omnipresent. You now know the word omnipresent, pronounced om-nih-PREZ-unt. A, adjective meaning present everywhere at the same time, seeming to appear in al. Some people search their whole lives for happiness. Always close, but never quite within reach. What do you call something like that? Today, we're exploring the word elusive. Stay with me. The word is elusive. Say it with me. Elusive, pronounced LAY-tunt, elusive. It is an adjective. Let's explore what this word really means. Elusive, difficult to find, catch, or achieve, tending to escape grasp, understanding, or definition. Now, where does this word come from? From Latin elusus, past participle of eludere, e-out plus ludere, to play away from, to dodge and escape. Understanding the roots makes the meaning unforgettable. A, adjective for something out of its proper time. Let's see elusive used in real sentences. First example. The elusive snow leopard was photographed in the wild for only the 3rd time in a decade. Second example. Success remained elusive despite years of dedicated effort. Third example. The solution to the equation was elusive, always just beyond the reach of logic. In each case, elusive points to something that doesn't belong in its era. Here's how elusive appears in the real world. From National Geographic. The narwhal is among the ocean's most elusive mammals, rarely seen, impossible to track, and still poorly understood by science. Used to describe animals, ideas, or achievements that consistently escape capture or understanding. This shows how naturally elusive fits into everyday commentary. Let's look at words related to elusive. Synonyms, words with similar meanings. Elusive, which core word. Evasive, which deliberately avoiding. Intangible, which unable to be touched or grasped. And antonyms, words with opposite meanings. Accessible, which easy to approach or achieve. Obvious, which easily perceived or understood. Attainable, which able to be achieved. Knowing these shades of meaning helps you use elusive with precision. Now, how do you make elusive stick? Here's a memory trick. Elusive comes from elude. To elude something is to escape it. If you try to catch something and it keeps eluding you, it is elusive. Like a slippery fish, just when you have it, it slips away. Visualize that image and elusive will stay with you. Before we wrap up, one important thing to watch out for. Elusive describes difficulty in finding or achieving, not impossibility. An elusive goal can still be reached, it just evades your grasp. If it truly cannot be achieved, use impossible or unattainable instead. Keep that distinction in mind the next time you use elusive. Time to test yourself. Which is elusive? A concept that many philosophers have tried to define but none have fully captured. B, a book sitting on a shelf in a library. C, a train schedule posted clearly on the platform. Pause the video if you need a moment. Which do you think is correct? The correct answer is A. A is correct. A concept that resists full definition despite ongoing effort is perfectly elusive. B and C are easily found and clearly defined. You now know the word elusive, pronounced LAY-tunt. A adjective meaning difficult to find, catch, or achieve, tending to escape gra. Thank you for watching Words That Open Doors. Follow WordDrop for a new vocabulary word every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Subscribe so you never miss one.